Alright, so what's happening? This is, I guess you could call it a tutorial. It's actually a note to self. There are many places online where you can learn how to do the rope tuning, a couple different rope tuning techniques for hand drums, like a djembe here, particularly the molly weave. I had this drum reheaded about a year and a half ago, and after I got it, the head, which is a goat skin head, started stretching out a little bit, and I needed to tighten it using what they call the molly weave. And I pulled what are called diamonds. I pulled the first row of diamonds here. Lots of places you can find out how to do that. This tutorial, or this note to self, is actually a little bit more specific than that. After I pulled the first row of diamonds, a year and a half later, the drum started losing a little bit of its bite, and I wanted to tune the thing. So I needed to figure out how to do what would be considered the second row of diamonds, which is a lot trickier than it seems. If you sit down with it, it turns out to be some sort of weird Mensa puzzle or something. So I figured out a little bit of a technique that I want to share and refer to myself later. I have quite a bit of tension on the verticals. This drum has 27 verticals. So I was not able to really put another row of diamonds on every single gap, if you will. So what I did is I counted 27. I figured, why don't we just apply a diamond to one of every three, and that will leave us with another nine new diamonds that'll tighten the thing up nicely. I've done so. As you can see, so I started here. There's the first one. 1, 2, 3, bam. 2, 3, bam. Okay, here's where it gets tricky. There's the actual roping itself, and I want to get this on video because I'm going to forget it, or at least I'm going to spend a few minutes trying to remember it. So here's what happens. I've done 8 of them. I'm going to do the final one now, and it's a matter of sort of skipping 2 and going up and over and stuff like that. So here's something for reference. Here is the 8th diamond. Okay. What I'm going to do is I want to apply a diamond not to this gap, not to this gap, but to this gap. Okay. So I have this, by the way, this is assuming that you have a djembe with 1 row of diamonds already and extra tuning rope, which most drums would have. So after that sort of diamond here, I'm going to go under this rope and under these 2 ropes. Okay? So let's do that real quick. Oh, by the way, tools you're going to need. Needle nose pliers. I don't care how cool you think you are. Grab a glove. And it helps to have an assistant for moral support. Okay, so here we go. Back to where we were, right? So once again, here's the diamond. We're going to go under 1, and then we're going to skip the gap, and then we're going to regroup here. So we're going to go and do this. This is going to take a little bit of time, but that's okay. That's what the fast forward button's for. If you can find a dog that can hold a camera, that'd be great too. So why don't I just pull, you can see we've gone under and under, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this tight, creating a new sort of horizontal that goes under the 2. Okay. Now, we're skipping, we're going to apply a diamond here. Here's where it gets tricky. With the first row of diamonds, these 2 verticals are already crossed over. I need to go under and through this first vertical. I'll just talk through it real quick and then we'll do it. I'm going to go under and through this one. We're going to come and bunny hop this gap. We're going to go under the right, under the left. Let me back up, sorry. Over the right, squiggle around, over the left, and then around and under both. And then we're going to regroup. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Let me find my rope. Like I said, we're going to come up and under first. This is taking a lot longer than it needs to. I'm sorry about that, but you know what? Nobody's watching. So. Okay, so we got that. like I said, oh, needle nose. This is what the needle nose is for. That way, when I do this next time in another year and a half, I don't have to worry about it. This is a lot easier than writing it down and sketching it out. So, all we're doing here is going through, okay? Again, tighten this down. Okay, so see, after that diamond we went under, and we went under one and then under two. Then we're going to this gap. We're going to do a diamond right here. We went through these two, right? Okay, so now, for the sake of this portion of our program, let's call, this is our gap. We have right and left. These two guys. We're going to tighten these guys. So basically we're going to go over right, over left, and under both, creating what they call the sort of like a, you've seen the diagram, you could find it a billion times. It's sort of an S squiggly snake thing. So over right, over left, like that, see? And then under both, like this. Okay, pardon me. Alright, see that? So now, tighten this all up. This brings us to a familiar situation that we've probably all seen in diagrams and illustrations about the Molly weave, creating that sort of S. Okay? Okay. S. There it is. Here's sort of the tricky part. If you just start tightening right now, you're going to piss yourself off because you're going to start tying knots in your drum. You're not going to figure out where the problem is. What you need to do is take this, and this needs to come. See where this is kind of going, this part is going through? You need to bring this under that, okay? Like this. Wait, hold on. Hold on, okay. Keep an eye on that. I'm going to put the camera down. Okay. There. See what I did? This was over pulling through here. I had to kind of pull it. You can use a screwdriver if it's too tight, or just kind of jimmy it in there. Okay. So now that's the basic pattern. Do you see that? That's what's happening. That's ready for pulling. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Careful of your back. Be game about this, man. Get in there. Use your feet. Put on your glove. Where's my glove? Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. All right. That's how a glove looks. All right. Gotta get in there. Do that. And you want to pull, be sure to pull this thing down as low as possible. And here we go. Ready? Pull. And we're in. Tight. Okay. There we go. And continue. In my situation, that is the 9th one. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Nice and even, which is really the key when you're tuning the drum anyway. So, okay, we're back to normal. That's it. Cheers. Later. Happy drumming.